Good morning, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Thursday, the 31st of December 2020, and today is the last day of 2020, and tomorrow is going to be Friday, the 1st of January 2021. It's almost it's past 10 o'clock, I believe, and I haven't been paid a penny of my money, my investment money, or my compensations money. Uh, I already contacted this morning when I woke up and literally found out that I wasn't paid any money and nothing happened basically. Anyway, I contacted the Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, and the Member of Parliament representing Bournemouth, Mr. Tobias Elwood, and contacted the CNN, some other newspapers here in the UK, the New York Post, for example, in New York, and the Bournemouth Echo here in Bournemouth, the Independent, Sunday Times, the Mirror, you name it. I also contacted all or most of human rights organizations I know of here in the UK, and I contacted the Human Rights Court in Europe and the European Commissioner. I also contacted some newspapers in France, Netherlands, Germany, uh, Belgium, and so on. And I'm doing my best because from tomorrow, Friday, the 1st of January, if I don't get my money, my compensations, as a sign and a gesture that things will start to change, I mean, people who were involved in the use and abuse and torture I received and I was subject to will be stripped of their authorities and powers, and they will be punished. And of course, getting paid my money before tomorrow morning is a sign that this is going to happen, and there is no need for me to fight and basically do my best in terms of getting my compensations and expose those who did this to me. If any one of you asking this question, I've been posting these videos. I'm talking about my compensations and my future and my business errancy adventures and all of this. And again, I am left helpless and hopeless. I have no power, no authority, and no one out there is helping. And if anyone here in the UK or abroad is pretending to be protecting or caring or trying to solve the problem, this is all bullshit. I'm just being tranquilized. And again, as usual, every day passes of my life and is wasted, and my life is passing me by, and basically I cannot do anything about it. What I need to restart my life are three things. First one, and very important, I think it's the most important step, is to get my money and compensations. So I have to get my compensations, financial compensations. And when I say compensations, by the way, no one gets confused between other compensations that can take any other form or way or shape rather than money. I am asking for my demand, financially or compensations wise, is money, finances. So when I say my compensations, I mean money. And my investment money, these are the most important things on the first step to get my money. Second thing, my ultimate freedom, which must be fulfilled. And I promise you, I am still being watched and listened to here in this X hotel room, and I cannot do anything about it. And probably 99.9% the people who are managing this hotel, or even the owner, they don't know anything about what is happening in this room, because it could be someone who was here in this room and basically just planted these, the cameras and the listening devices and so on. This is providing that the owner of the hotel or the management company that managing letting the rooms here in the hotel do not know. I mean, in terms of individuals who letting blah blah blah, which is, to be honest with you, questionable. Anyway, so yeah, the most important thing to get my money. The second thing, my freedom. And when I say freedom, I say ultimate freedom. No surveillance, no observation, nothing, no scenarios, no guilt or feeling of being guilty, abuse, because what they can do as well, and what they have been doing, they can make you feel guilty of something, or that you are doubted or suspected of something, blah blah blah. And it's unbelievable. If I go into details, which I will when it's time, regarding what they can put as a kind of psychological barriers. And when I say psychological barriers, they play with you and your mind, try to tranquilize your mind, and basically limit what you can think of and the circle your thoughts can go around. Because if you are under attack mentally and psychological all the time, the capacity of your mind in terms of realization of what's going around you and how to deal with it and all of this shrinks or decreases, because your focus would be on your this attack and how to defend yourself and all of this, and you forget about many other sides in life and many other sides around you and all of this, and they waste your life and time and tranquilize you while they are doing whatever they want. So in other words, I am still being under psychological, physical, mental, social, financial abuse, and I cannot do anything about it whatsoever. I contacted Mr. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister here in the UK, and I'm not being contradictory. I said before, and I'm saying it again, people like Mr. Boris Johnson, Tobias Elwood, the Member of Parliament, and all of this, they are just the front, where the people who are running the business are hiding behind, like a curtain and moving things around. However, I have to use what is available. So when I take this, which I already did and included, the European Commissioner and the Human Rights Organization. So when I take this, to the European Union and European Union courts, and expose what the British authority and the authority of the country where I was born adhere of policies of use and abuse and torture to me and other people, and how they do it and all of this, then no one to blame me. I am not here trying to make myself an enemy of any authority or any organization, or someone or whatever. However, I have the right to defend myself and get the right compensations, financial compensations, and moral compensations as well, and my freedom that they have compromised and violated in every way, form, and shape. And when I do so, I'm not trying to be an enemy of an organization or a country or whatever. I am trying to get the rights that, it's my rights that they violated, and they are liable for questioning and to pay the price for so. And when I say governments, and when I say in organizations, and when I say authorities, just think about it this way. When you say authority, government, blah blah blah, it's all formed of people like you and me. So one person with bad policy, with bad practice in power and all of this, can give a bad reputation for a whole country or a whole thing. It's like the situation where I am now. When I go to the European Union and explain in details the use, abuse, and torture I was subject to here in the UK, people wouldn't believe or maybe they would. Maybe it's a policy that governments follow everywhere. But anyway, it's unbelievable, those people and those individuals that were involved in the use, abuse, and torture that I was subject and still subject to, whether here in the UK or abroad. They must be stripped of their power, and when I say they must be stripped of their power, I mean it. They must be taken off the post, or the post is taken off them or away from them, and they become normal persons, so they can be, actually they go to court and be trialed for what they ordered to happen, what they planned, what they did, and all of this. And when I say so, there is no exemption, exception, or considerations in terms of, you know, the way they approach this. So, for example, the country or the authority of the country where I was born, whether they are right or wrong about this, which is I'm going to say now, uh, they are liable for this. So they tried to make me, and still trying to make me believe that a relative of mine tried to make me someone important, blah blah blah, and they are responsible for this, and they are in the authority, and all of this. So just just to be realistic here and logical, if someone, you know, they love you and they want to do something for you good, they will never use you, abuse you, or, you know, get you tortured in every way, shape, and form. And if they do, so again, they don't even deserve consideration of forgiveness or whatever. So, in other words, whether there is a relative or not, they are liable and they cannot be exempted or exceptional in terms of punishment and all of this. And if someone out there trying to, or pretending that they are protecting me, I'm just sending this message to them. You don't have the right, and you shouldn't have the audacity and the cold face to try to claim that you are protecting me, and trying to do this for me after all what you have done to me of use and abuse and torture and authorization of what happened to me and my family. So, in other words, you should understand that you are my enemy. And when I say my enemy, I didn't make you my enemy, but you made yourself my enemy by using, abusing, and torturing me in every way, form, or shape, destroying my life in every way, form, or shape. My family, you destroyed it. You did everything, and even if you authorized it, you put me in this situation where you had to sacrifice me. And when I say sacrifice me, doesn't necessarily mean that like what you did with my father or my eldest brother, and actually, you know, get them killed. But I'm talking about that you sacrificed me in terms of, you know, causing all of this happening to me, and actually putting me through what no one would bear, or, you know, stand. So, in other words, whether it is the government pretending to be some relative, pretending to be the government, or if it is a relative pretending to be the government, pretending to be a relative. I'm sorry, it's a little bit complicated, but this is the way it is. I don't care, I don't give a toss. You must pay the price, and you have to pay the price for what you've done to me. Again, I don't have any authority, I don't have any power, I don't have any evidence to bring it to court or to the authorities to report this. However, my approach to this is more realistic, contacting the human rights organizations, the European Commissioner, the European Human Rights Organizations, and court. And again, for me, contacting Mr. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister here in the UK, and Mr. Tobias Ellwood, the Member of Parliament representing Bournemouth, and the human rights organizations here in the UK, and so on. It is just me consuming the local and domestic methods of trying to get help before actually making it official and formal to the European Union, and so on. Again, if my money is not paid before tomorrow morning, that is a clear message from my abusers and users, then they don't give a toss to my my approach to this problem in a different way. I made it clear many times, and again I'm making it clear again. I will not benefit much in terms of time wise of bringing this case to the public in Europe and the whole world and letting them know what the human rights worth in the UK and the country where I was born. And it is better for me to actually get a proper, what I'm demanding, financial compensation, informal compensation, with assurance of achieving my three demands: my full compensations and investment money, my total and ultimate and complete freedom, and a clear future so I can restart my life. And this is not me being a coward or slyly trying to get around things, but my life is passing me by and I'm not getting any younger. And you wasted enough years of my life, and I want to seize the chance and restart my life as soon as possible. And I know it's going to be this, maybe the same output, maybe the same outcome, maybe the same results. If I take this to the European court, tell them everything that was done to me in details and all the information that I have. However, how long it is going to take, this is another story. And I am starting from the 1st of January straight away, and there will be no backing off if I don't get my money before tomorrow morning. I mean Friday the 1st of January. And I will accept that the authorities and my abusers have rejected the peaceful approach from my side to solve this problem and get my compensations. And well, you may ask yourself, why would I, accept a peaceful approach from my side to my abusers and those people in the authority and so on? Well, first of all, that's all based on the facts that they give me my money first as a gesture that they acknowledge what they have done and they will comply with restoring my life my way. As the second thing, my freedom. The third thing, a clear future. And above all of this, they have to punish themselves. And when I say so, don't jump to conclusion or laugh and say who would punish themselves and all of this. Well, just think about it this way. These people manipulate each other, and it's like a circle, and it's like a chain and steps of authority, a superior and inferior, an authority inferior to the one on top and superior to the one underneath. So punishing themselves, they know who would punish who until it reached to the one who's running all of this. And if they have anything personal, or they decided what happened to me, or what happened to me like this, or they had a hand of what happened to me directly, then they have to punish themselves. I mean, in other words, I don't have the authority to take these people to punish them. And when I say I will go to the European Commissioner and the human rights in Europe and all of this and discuss all of this, I will do my best. I mean, this is not necessarily mean that the one on the top who decided all of this or who ran all of this business is going to be punished. There will be people who are going to be the paying pigs, people who will be sacrificed, the sacrificial anodes, where they will present them to carry and pay the price for what they have done. And already I can sense that people from different organizations and authorities are being, there are allegations to present them to be the sacrificial anodes. And if you're watching this and you have anything to do with me and you're not the one on the top, I promise you, you are on the list. It's just a matter of if they decide that you are going to be one of the people who are going to pay the price or not. And I'm telling you what you might not know. If you think that you are in control, or you are the one on the top, or you are the one who's running the business, just wake up. You're going to be sacrificed in no time, and you will be paying the price. And I promise you, when it comes to the time, if I have to take this to the European Union and the whole thing is exposed, and I give 100% information in details, I promise you lots of people will be sacrificed. And when I say sacrificed, they will be pushed to carry and pay the price for what was done. So in other words, all what I have to do is to wait for, I don't know, from now until tomorrow morning, less than 24 hours, and see what's going to happen. Because once it passed this, there is no going back. I mean, I have nothing to lose. I have no one to cry over me, and I have no one to cry over. And above all of this, what are you going to do? Are you going to frame me up again, put me in prison again, torture me in every way, form, or shape again, beat me up every day again, drug me and rape me again? Come on. You will try your best, I promise you. But this time you will have to pay the price. And I promise you, you will pay the price. And I'm determined to bring you down if you do not comply within less than 24 hours and give me my compensations. And when I say so, I'm not someone who's deluded, who feels like he can, face the whole world with, what can I say? I'm so sorry. I cannot help it. I mean, like, with a pencil or a pen or whatever. No, I'm not deluded. I'm not paranoid. I'm not full of myself. And I know it would be, once past tomorrow morning, it would be a really, really tough time and tough experience again. But you have to pay the price. You must pay the price. I'm not gonna let this go. I will never let it go. This is like until the last breath in my life. I will not let it go. And I have to warn you, if you're watching this and you are one of those in where I was born or here in the UK who are involved in what was done to me, or know about it, or had anything to do about it, I promise you, you're gonna pay the price. And I promise you, I will never leave you alone. The whole world must know what was done. And it's gonna be enough when I say it's enough. When I am satisfied that actually those who were involved are punished. Have I said that? I know for sure the one on the, or the ones on the top of the chain might be left still untouchable, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything about it, would I? I mean, there is no God, and this is how the world is run. Those people, what can I say? They are a bunch of cunts, and they have no honor, no morals, and they do whatever they want, and they use everything they want. And when I say use everything, I promise you, you name it, they can manipulate everything you heard about that can be manipulated. Not just people, and when I say people, any kind of people. A man, a woman, a child, an elderly, any kind, any authority. They, as long as you are authority underneath them, or not one of them, I promise you they can manipulate you. And they can turn your life into hell. And they can manipulate circumstances, everything. They can even decide how you can react. And if it's not just by manipulating people around you in a planned scenario, in a planned place, spot, or scene, with other people participating from their side to get the outcome, if it is still difficult, they will use drugs on you to to achieve what they want to achieve. So if all of this manipulating people and circumstances is not enough, they will use drugs on you. They will use chemicals on you to get the behavior they want. All what they need to do is just to spice it up with a little bit of chemicals, with the side effects they will do, and scenarios with people, and they will get the behavior they want. And guess what? That will be actually on camera, videoed and photoed, and people there to see, and you will be actually framed up 100 times. I mean, spot on. So in other words, these people are dangerous. Just knowing what they can do and what they have done to me is just unbelievable. Unbelievable, the way that you, even if you are in any authority but you're not one of the people I'm talking about, I promise you, you are on the list. And you would be paying the price for their work when it comes the time. When the time comes, and when it's the time for someone to pay the price. So in other words, again, there is still less than 24 hours, and I'm waiting and expecting my financial compensations to be in my possession before tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I promise you, there is no going back. And I promise you, the amount of information about you, your work, how do you do it, what do you do, what you're capable of, how do you do things. I promise you, my life is on my hand, and I don't fucking care. From what you did to me, I don't fucking care. What are you gonna do to me again? Make me homeless again? Drug me again? Put me in prison again? Beat me up again? Destroy my life again? What life are you gonna destroy again? I have no life, man. Because I'm still alive, staying in a room, going shopping, blah blah blah. Fucking cunts. You're barely giving me a chance to live. Even now you still have cameras and listening devices, you pieces of shit cunts. There is nothing I'm worried about. There is nothing I'm gonna lose. If you wanna fucking torture me again, go ahead, you fucking pieces of shit. You're gonna fucking pay the price. It's my life, or you pay the price. End of story. And I'm gonna fucking remind you of it when you either paying me my money and go and fucking punish yourselves like fucking cunts, or when you're exposed and in the newspapers and everywhere, and everyone knows what you have done. And any cunt of you out there saying it's a family affair, it's someone in a country wanted, an authority wanted his relative to be blah 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 and all of this, you fucking cunts. Did you give yourselves the audacity and the green light to use and abuse and torture someone who didn't do anything wrong based on this bullshit you're spreading, or that was spread to you? And if you believed it, you're fucking liable, because you're not kids. You are adults. You have minds to weigh things. Do you think using, abusing, or torturing or harming anyone in any way, form, or shape is right? Or in any way or context, whether vengeance or not? Fucking cunts. Well, anyway, it's just a matter of time, and we will see from now until tomorrow. Anyway, goodbye.